Hey, it's Claude Johnson here, and I want to talk about tuning your guitar. And this is a really important concept because you've got to be in tune. If you're not in tune, nothing you do is going to sound right, okay? So the first key to being in tune is making sure that you've got the right equipment. So you want to have fresh strings. It's always a good idea to make sure you're not using like old strings. And also even your guitar, if it's like an old dusty guitar that you found in the basement, it might be, the neck might be warped a little bit. The intonation is on the instrument itself is going to mess you up. So you want to have a decent guitar and a decent set of strings going on. Okay, so now there's basically two ways to tune. One is with the help of a tuner, and the other is pretty much tuning by ear, okay? So what I've got here is a clip-on tuner. This one's a little alien one. We have alien ones, Batman ones, there's different ones. Sometimes we run a promo where we give them out for free. You can check it out at guitarcontrol.com/tuner. But what I'm going to do is just put this on here and turn it on. Okay, and then the names of the strings, that's also important to know. It's just E, okay, A, D, G, B, and high E. So I just tune and just make sure now there's other kinds of tuners that are called inline tuners where the lead cable of your guitar plugs into a little box and you can step on that. Sometimes amps have built-in tuners. It's always a good idea to just have a tuner there, kind of built in, or whether it's a clip-on. Better than guessing and. Now, let's see, what else? What else do you need to know? When you're playing, even when you have an electronic tuner, sometimes it's good to just fine tune it by ear, just a little bit. The tuner may say you're in tune, but the tuner isn't as precise as your ear, believe it or not. It's kind of a paradox where, it's much easier to get in tune with a tuner. Like the tuner will get you like 97% of the way there better than you can without it. But once you're really close, your ear is more sensitive and can tell you those little micro tunings, okay? So that's something that is important to realize. Now once you're in tune, or you think you're in tune, you want to play a couple open chords like C, G, E, and that's also like a kind of a double check to make sure that you're in tune. Now remember I said about the guitar that has bad intonation or the neck is twisted. What can happen with that is you'll be in tune down here, but you won't be in tune up here. So you want to make sure that you're in tune, at the bottom of the neck and at the top of the neck. Another tip that's important is that when you're tuning the pegs, you want to come, if you're changing the pitch, you want to come from below and tune up. You don't want to be too sharp and then tune down, okay? If you're too sharp, you want to tune down so you're below the pitch and then come up to it, because that makes sure there's tension, okay? If you loosen it, it's not going to be like, I don't know the exact mechanics of it, but basically what happens is that when you loosen it, you're taking tension off the string, and it's not going to be like completely taut, okay? When you tighten it or raise the pitch level, in other words, you're flat and then you're twisting it to make yourself become more sharp and into pitch, then the tension is on the string, okay? So another way to tune is if you have, if you're sure that your lowest E string is right, like you could tune that to a piano or wherever, then what you do is you can play the 5th fret and make sure it's the same as the open A string. Okay, same with the A string, 5th fret, same as the D, D to G, and then the G string, it's the 4th fret, okay? And then the B string. Okay? Now, tuning by ear, let me make sure that was right. See, my tuner says I'm in tune, but that's what I was talking about, those little micro adjustments. Okay. What was I going to say next? Let's see. Another way to do it would be this. These harmonics, okay? So you can put your hand right above the 5th fret and pluck it. It's a little more clear, okay? A little bit easier. Now you can't do that from the G to the B string. It only works when you're on the 5th fret, okay? Another thing, if you're trying to hear it in your head, you can kind of like imagine the pitch and almost sing it. And then I'll tell you if your next string needs to be sharp or flat, okay? Tuning by ear is a great way to improve your ear. So in the beginning, it's best to kind of tune with the tuner to just make sure you're in tune. That way when you practice your chords, you don't have to second guess, you can focus on the technique of it. But as you get a little bit of experience, it's good to tune by ear once in a while. And really, you know, work your ear muscles that way, okay? And you'll also do that when you do the fine tuning as well. So, that's my 2 cents on tuning your guitar. This guitar would sound even more in tune if the strings were new, but I haven't changed them in a bit, so it goes back to the beginning what I said about strings. So anyway, that's it. Just thought I'd give you my 2 cents of wisdom on that. I'll give you a plug for my ultimate beginner guitar course. It's the fastest way to learn all your favorite songs. I go through my 1, 2, 3 guitar system with chords, chord progressions, and then lots of great examples. So check it out at guitarcontrol.com/beginner. That's it for now. Talk to you soon.